I'm going to have Tank in the best shape of his life. And just know, when he hit that boy, he ain't going to wake up until next year.
That was the Michael Jordan of boxing, Floyd Mayweather, giving his prediction on Gervonta versus Ryan Garcia fight a few months back. Now, I want you guys to notice the difference between how Floyd Mayweather responded to how the fight is going to play out between Tank and Ryan compared to how Oscar De La Hoya responded. The difference between the two. When Floyd Mayweather was asked by Fight Hype how the fight is going to play out, Floyd Mayweather said with no hesitation, Tank is going to knock Ryan out to next year. However, peep how Oscar De La Hoya responded to a similar question. When Oscar De La Hoya was asked, since Ryan is fighting Gervonta next, what advice would you give him? How would you fight Gervonta? And Oscar responded with all seriousness, bring a bat. Bring a baseball bat. Check it out.
Oscar, you were a big lightweight, similar to Ryan's build. How would you fight Tank?
I mean, look, we take a bat in there. I would take a bat in there.
Man, your face
Look,
is red now,
I had, yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what you're saying. You got me there, man. Look, I fought every style. I fought every style in the book. I'm a huge advocate of the jab. I'm a huge advocate of the jab. The jab stops everything, no matter what. And what you do after, it's on you. But I would throw double, triple, 4 jabs, 5 jabs, and then go combinations left and right. You know, I love throwing 4, 5, 6 punch combinations on your toes. You got to fight them long. But who knows?
Can you imagine if someone asked Floyd Mayweather the same question? How would you beat Ryan Garcia? Man, Floyd Mayweather would have had given us 1,000,001 ways on how to beat Ryan Garcia. However, when it came to Oscar De La Hoya, he was really stuck at the question. He got stuck for a second. Like Oscar was so puzzled, as if that was the $1,000,000 question, where there is only one answer to the question. That's when Oscar De La Hoya had to use his trump card by stating, oh yeah, I will use the jab. I will throw like 4, 5, 6 jabs at a time. Like, really? You're really gonna throw 6 jabs at a time against a power puncher that's looking to counter you? Then ultimately you giving Tank exactly what he's looking for, a pattern to counter you. It's always wise when you fight a counterpuncher not to throw more than 2 to 3 punches, because if you do throw 5 punches combo, you're gonna leave yourself open for a counter. That's how Amir Khan got knocked out by Danny Garcia. This is so reminiscent to when Nacho Berenstein, Marquez's trainer, was asked a similar question when Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. He responded with, Canelo needs a bat to beat Floyd Mayweather. I kid you not. He responded with the same exact thing Oscar De La Hoya said about Ryan fighting Gervonta. Even when Floyd Mayweather fought Marquez, Marquez's trainer said, Floyd Mayweather is the Michael Jordan of boxing. Marquez's trainer kept complimenting Floyd to the point where Marquez himself had to check his own trainer, where Marquez threatened his own trainer after the fight by telling him, you better stop praising the man that just smoked me. Even if you go back to the 24/7 between Floyd Mayweather and Marquez, Marquez's trainer kept telling Marquez during training, while Marquez was training, his trainer kept telling him, you're not fast enough. You're not hitting hard enough to beat Floyd. You got to be faster. You got to hit harder. As if Floyd Mayweather beat him with his speed and power, when all along Marquez should have had been training his IQ, because Floyd Mayweather beat Marquez by being smarter than him, by having a higher IQ and being more skillful. That's what pays the bills. Skills pay the bills, not speed and power. But that's another conversation for another day. In fact, this is actually the main conversation of today. Both Gervonta and Ryan have speed and power. However, the fighter who's gonna win is not the fighter who has more speed or more power. Absolutely not. The fighter who's gonna win is the fighter who has more skill, the fighter with the higher IQ. That's ultimately what it's gonna come down to. IQ and skill, not speed and power, which both Gervonta and Ryan have plenty of. Therefore, what's gonna separate the two is IQ and skill. Furthermore, it's funny when Oscar De La Hoya was asked the same question, or was reminded that the last time someone said a fighter needs to bring a bat was Nacho when Canelo fought Floyd Mayweather. That's when Oscar De La Hoya tried to save face and say, Gervonta needs to bring a body bag, as if Ryan has been knocking out everyone to the body or something like that, which we know he only did that to save face. But when he said Ryan needs to pretty much bring a bat to beat Gervonta because Gervonta is a beast, that's what you call being honest, without being politically correct.
Gervonta versus Ryan. You said, the last time I heard somebody say that a fighter would need a bat in the ring to beat someone, it was when Nacho Beristain said that about Canelo against Mayweather. He said the same thing about Ryan versus Gervonta. It's crazy, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, Ryan might need a bat for Gervonta, but Gervonta's gonna need a catcher's mask, and he's gonna need a bodysuit because Ryan's gonna come after him hard. It's gonna be a dogfight. Yeah, everybody's excited.
Keep in mind, when Oscar De La Hoya said that, he was still Ryan promoter. However, when Floyd Mayweather said that Gervonta was gonna sleep Ryan into next year or something like that, Floyd Mayweather was no longer Gervonta promoter. Just to show the difference in how unbiased Oscar De La Hoya was being when he said Ryan pretty much needs to bring it back, because Ryan is his fighter, not Gervonta. This actually reminds me of Canelo Alvarez. Every time he attended one of his teammates' fights, like Martinez, when Martinez was losing, you see Canelo screaming instructions to Martinez against Roman Gonzalez. However, when Oscar Valdez fought Shakur Stevenson, contrary to when Martinez fought Roman Gonzalez, Canelo Alvarez was as quiet as a church mouse. The reason why Canelo didn't have instructions to give was because he didn't have any instructions to give. He was confused himself. He was frustrated. That was giving him flashbacks to when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Every time Oscar looked at Canelo pretty much said to Oscar Valdez, "Don't look this way. I got no information to offer you. I'm just as clueless as you are. I've been there, done that against Floyd Mayweather, so good luck with that." Now you know how frustrated I felt fighting Floyd Mayweather. Canelo had that look watching Oscar Valdez like he was clueless, like he was confused at what's taking place. Like Floyd said, he couldn't crack the Da Vinci Code. And the same goes for Oscar De La Hoya. You see, no matter if Gervonta is beefing with Floyd or dissing Floyd, 9 times out of 10, you see Gervonta watching Floyd Mayweather fights right before his fight. I'm talking about in the dressing room. How come you think Gervonta is not watching Canelo instead of Floyd? That's a rhetorical question, because Gervonta doesn't want to be frustrated in the ring when he goes out there. Why watch a fighter that's frustrated on tape? What for? In order to pick up how to get frustrated and confused in the ring yourself? Just peep how Canelo was so frustrated and confused against Bivol. Or would you rather watch Floyd in order to maybe perhaps pick up how to solve a puzzle, how to figure somebody out and deal with adversity no matter what, in order to end up prevailing with a W instead of an L? That's that Floyd Mayweather way. That's why no matter how Gervonta feels about Floyd, if they beefing or whatever the case may be, Gervonta is still watching Floyd right before his fight in the dressing room. Nevertheless, when it comes to Gervonta versus Ryan fight, I will be breaking it down, so be on the lookout for that. However, one thing for sure and two things for certain, this fight is must-see TV on Showtime pay-per-view. With that being said, drop your thoughts in the comment section below, subscribe below, and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
You're one of the best trainers in the world right now. You gave Floyd Mayweather high praise. You said that he was the Michael Jordan of the sport. Why exactly do you feel that way about Floyd Mayweather, and how do you see the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight playing out?
Usted es considerado uno de los entrenadores más calificados, más importantes en el mundo del boxeo, en todo el mundo. Y usted alguna vez o siempre se ha referido a Floyd Mayweather como el Michael Jordan del boxeo. ¿Por qué lo ve de esa forma? ¿Y qué espera que suceda en la pelea de Mayweather-Pacquiao?
Yo creo que sí, siempre he pensado que Mayweather es un peleador de otra galaxia y los recursos que tiene siempre los emplea para buscar la manera de agenciarse la victoria y siempre lo logra. Si le toca un peleador fuerte como Maidana que tira muchos golpes, él se la ingenia pero él gana. Y los recursos que tiene son tan vastos que yo creo que debe de ganar y va a pelear contra un peleador superestrella, sin embargo creo que tiene más recursos y va a ganar.
I mean, I always said it. Mayweather, for me, that's like a boxer from another world. He has tons of skills, tons of strategies. If he gets to fight a hard puncher like Maidana, that throws a lot of punches, he knows how to adjust to that. And I mean, he's fighting Pacquiao. He has a lot of skills too, but I think Mayweather has everything to beat Pacquiao for this fight.
Mayweather is, no doubt about it, in my mind, in Mosley's mind, in anybody's mind now, that he is the best. He keeps on proving it over and over and over again. And tonight convinced me, I have to say the truth, convinced me that he is the best. Possibly, there's obviously a lot of people who will say and who can argue this, but of all time, Mayweather has the skills to beat anybody.
Oscar, you think Ryan's ready for Tank? No. Oscar, my little boy. Tank is a beast.